Hi everyone, welcome to my Flosstube channel, Thread the Needle. My name is Vani and here we are. To those of you who are joining me for the first time, welcome. This is a channel where I share my love for cross stitch, full coverage cross stitch, and all the things that I love about it. And for those of you who are returning, thank you so much. It has been a really lovely journey to get here to where we are today. And I'm thankful every day for everyone who comes and spends a few minutes with me while I share my love for cross stitch. So I have a few things to talk about, so let's get right into it. I think the best place to start is my whips, and then we'll move on into some exciting things. So I have to refer to my notebook because it's been a while since we've been together. And if I did not have my notebook, I would not remember what I had done over the last few weeks. This video has become a monthly update video, so I'm going to give you an update on everything that happened in the month of March when it came to my stitching. It was a big month life-wise, which is why there's a dip in my stitching, but still I got some really nice progress, which I'm still very happy about. So let's go right into it. We're going to start with my staple pieces and then move on to a couple of rotation pieces that I was able to work on. We're going to start with the Coloring Book Afternoon. That's a Heaven and Earth Designs project. And I believe it's the project that I selected for my leap year sale, which basically means that I started it on February 29th of this year because it's a leap year. And we stitch on it for 4 years until the next leap year, hoping to finish it by then. So here is where I'm at with it. It's really, that's much better. Maybe I shouldn't go so close. So it's really detail oriented. There's so much. Like, look, that's the pencil box. That's the hinges. That's a pencil, more colors and crayons and pencils in there. It's all just very lovely and really colorful to work on. It's really fun, I have to say. I'm stitching this on 20 count, 2/1 full cross, and we were able to complete. So far there is 1,820 odd stitches in there, and that brings us to a total of 2%. Not bad. You know, a friend of mine, Leanne, I refer to her often. She is Small Town Stitches here on Flosstube and Instagram. She is doing something really cool along with a couple other people. It's 5%, I don't know what the exact hashtag is, but it's 5% by 25. So basically all her full coverage projects, she's trying to reach 5% complete before 2025. And I think that's just really cool. So she's making some pretty good progress. You should go check it out. Next up, we have the Quaker Canadian flag. I know I call myself a full coverage stitcher, and this is probably the only project at the moment that I'm stitching on that's not full coverage, but it's kind of is because it's only like, you know, a little bit not. But anyway, this is where I am with that. I got another square in. I go in close. Will that focus? Yes. So we were able to get this square in here. It's really fun to stitch on. I find it a lot easier just to stitch one block at a time and focus on that, and I'm making my way through it. It's a lot of fun. We have 5% completed on this. In the month of March, I was able to get all of, I think I had a little bit of this started last time I showed you, but now I have that square completed, and then I don't know which way to go. I don't know if I should keep going down this way or if I should just start up here and then keep going in the diagonal. What do you guys think? I'm curious. I don't know. I don't know if I should go down or if I should do this one up here and then continue in the straight diagonal. I think that might be the way to go. We'll see. But I haven't decided yet. next, we have Birds and Blooms, which is also a Heaven and Earth Designs project, and 20 count. Such a lovely piece. It's so joyful to stitch on. There's all kinds of birds and flowers that are going to be showing up, and here's where we are. It's just really, really colorful. The bird is taking shape. Those flowers are taking shape. Look at the big red poppy there at the end. I think I got close to finishing another diagonal since the last time you saw it. Really, really fun to stitch on. With this, in the month of March, I got about 380 odd stitches in, and that brought me up to 4% complete. Not bad. Considering everything that was happening, not bad. Then we move on to Rainbow Dragons, which is another Heaven and Earth Designs project, and this one is the one that I picked in the Heaven and Earth Sal that's going on. And this is 18 count, I think. And then we have, so the horn has started to appear in the rainbow, in the dragon. It's so colorful. A lot of confetti, agreed, but still very lots of fun to work on. So I was doing it in 10 by 10 with diagonals, but then I switched over to 20 across because I just felt like I was just getting more done with it that way, 20 across rather than 10 across diagonals. So I much preferred that. This month I got a lot more done in it. I got 650 odd stitches in, and that brings me up to 11%. Now, that's not a true 11%. That's 11% of just the first 3 pages that were given. Now, the next set of pages have already been shared and released. I am not even going to look at them just yet until I think it'll be cleaner if I finish a proper row of diagonals and then upload the new, because the new set of pages includes the first pages, so I could clearly mark that off and then I'll have it all in there if I didn't confuse you too much. Then we move on to the Christmas piece that I started with Leanne a few years ago. We did it for Christmas in July one year, and she picked a lovely Christmas stocking. I picked a really nice Christmas mailbox scenery. It's so pretty. It's going to be amazing when it's finished. I started it off as extreme cross country and then quickly realized a year into it that I did not have the patience for extreme cross country. And I'm so glad I switched to my regular method of stitching, which was cross country in a diagonal. And every month I have been able to complete a diagonal, and it's so fun because at the end of the diagonal I finally get into some other colors, and that is like the funnest part. So here's where we are. This whole section here of all that pink, there's like 2 different shades of pink. There's some Krynic in there. I don't know if you can tell, the shiny bits are Krynic. And at the end of the diagonal, this is where the clouds change color behind the house, and it's just a lot of fun. And it's so exciting to get here because I think once I get into these diagonals here, the darker colors start creeping up. So it's so much more fun to stitch this way than extreme cross country. I am so envious, or I think it's so cool that those who can actually have the patience to do extreme cross country, more power to you. I think good on you, because I just can't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It just wasn't for me, and I had to realize that. I gave it a good go though, and quickly realized it wasn't for me. That's okay. Then we're going to move on to the Star Touch Meadow monthly charts. There is one per month. Started in November of last year, and I have not been keeping up. I'm still stitching on November's. I'm hoping now that things have calmed down a bit, I might get a little bit more stitching. It's so much fun, and it's very mindless stitching because it's like geometric shapes. So this is where I am so far on it. And It's just so much fun to stitch on. It really is. I got all the fabrics for this whole set from Kaylee, the sewing shop. She does some amazing fabric. I have a lot of fabric from her because she does amazing work. So yeah, this is so much fun. I'm really looking forward to like picking this up on the regular and getting it done. I can't wait. Then my last whip that I'm going to share with you today is the Sleepy Owlet. I managed to get almost 500 stitches in, and I've been working on the very last page in the top row, and this is on 18 count, and with that almost 500 stitches in, I'm really, really close to 50% complete. So here is the section that I was working on. That page right there is the one that I was working on. I like all these pink flowers that are showing up. It's really, really nice. And I always like to show the whole piece because it's one of my favorites. Here it is. Oh, all the way to the bottom. So yeah, so I'm working on that section right there. Nice, isn't it? So that is my whips for today. Now, I haven't done this in a really long time, but I just purchased a bunch of charts. The first one that I wanted to share with you that I bought was, it's pretty much a given. I'm doing the Quaker Flag, Canadian flag, because hello, I'm Canadian. But then the Indian flag came out and I was like, how can I not get it? So I had to get it. I don't know when I will start it. It probably won't be anytime soon, but I had to have it. It's just one of those things. It had to be a part of my collection. And so it is. So again, this is from Vivsters. Part of the whole Quaker Sal that everyone is joining in, but this is the Indian flag version, and I think it looks gorgeous, and I can't wait to eventually start it. It's going to be fun. My next 3 purchases, no, 1, 2, 3, 4 purchases are from the Crosstitch Studio. They've been putting out some really cool stuff lately. My kind of pieces. The first one is pretty as a picture. Now this is, the original is a shelf of pitchers. So like, you know, water pitchers or water jugs. And then they did a bunch of versions of crops. This one is called crop number 2. I think it has the first 2 shelves in it. It's just so colorful and so like vintage-ish. You know, I just really liked it. So I picked up that one. Then we move on to my next purchase. My next 2 purchases were also on a whim. I was just happened to be scrolling and saw that they had put these out. And what is really cool is that it's these alphabet charts, but it's like one full letter. And then of course, you know, there's a design and pattern in it. I'm putting up the pictures here, but it was only the letter A and the letter J. And I'll tell you why I couldn't just scroll past it. Because my children's names start with A and J. So my son's name starts with A, my daughter's name starts with J. So you tell me there, how was I supposed to just scroll on by and not even think about purchasing those charts? It's not even something that was, you know, that could be thought of to do. So of course I had to get them. I don't know if and when I will start them, but I had to get them. Now, the last chart I got from the Crosstitch Studio is called Flowers and Flyers. And the first couple of times I was able to scroll past it. But then they posted it again. And someone else posted it. And someone bought it. And someone was sharing it. And I just couldn't get by it. It is so beautiful. So colorful. So very, very, very nice. So I just had to get it. And I think I might do something fun with it. I don't know if I'll do the whole thing together or if I'll do what I'm doing with some of my other charts and just stitch a section of it and like split up they kind of look like bookmarks, don't they? When I get to that part of actually stitching it, we'll decide what to do then. So those were my purchases. And then I had one final purchase, which I'm going to say that Leanne made me do it. She did, but she didn't. She was talking about a beautiful chart that she had purchased, and a couple of her friends were going to stitch it together. And she was talking about it on her Flosstube, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. What is this chart? I really need to get it. It's called A Beautiful Place, and it's just a landscape view of a couple of cabins in the country by the pond. And so I'm going to join them, and we're all going to stitch it together. I think they're thinking about a summer start. It's going to be a summer piece. I think there's a hashtag. I'm not sure yet. So myself, Leanne, Small Town Stitches, Alicia, Adventures in Stitching, and Angie Slowly Crafts, have decided to do this piece. I'm really looking forward to it. It just looks so fun. I haven't planned for it really at all. I need some fabric for it. I haven't decided what count I'm going to stitch it on or anything like that, just that it was really nice and I really wanted to do it, and there you go. Sometimes it's just how it happens, you know? Okay. Now what I have to share with you is, it's been a long time coming, and I'm so happy to share this with you. I'm trying to decide what is the best way to kind of show this for you. I think it'll be all right. I'll just hold it up. I have a finish. That's right. My first finish and probably my last finish of 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, Enchanted Garden. Here she is. Some of you may have already seen this on my Instagram because I was just too excited. She's beautiful. I am so very excited with her finish. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So now I just have to get it framed and I can put her on the wall. I haven't decided if I'm going to frame without matting and outside so you can see the beautiful material, or just close in and with matting. We'll play around with it and see what we come up with. I haven't sent it off to framing yet because I need to tell you about my next fun adventure coming up. I am going back to Stitch North this year, and I could not be more excited. It is going to be so much fun, and the reason why I didn't get that one sent off to framing is because I want to take it and show it to some people in person, to some of my friends, and just, you won't really get how beautiful it is unless you see it in person, and I want to share that with some of my friends and some of the other stitchers that are going to be there. So yes, I'm going to Stitch North again. I am so excited. This time I'm going to try and take some more pictures and videos so that I can share all the joy and all the fun that I had, that I'm going to have, because I know it's going to be amazing, that I'm going to have when I'm there. It's for a whole weekend. It's going to be so much fun. I am frantically trying to finish my gift exchange gift. Not everybody has to do one. I just feel it's fun. I'm going to do it. I'm working on the gift exchange. And what am I going to stitch on when I'm there? Well, quite a few stitching friends who are coming have said that they're going to bring their Quaker Canadian Flag style piece. So I'm going to bring that to stitch on it for a little time. But some of you may or may not know, when I started going to these retreats, the first few were local here in Newfoundland, and then I ventured outside Newfoundland and I started going to Stitch North last year. A few years ago, picked a piece that I wanted to concentrate on every retreat that I went to. A lot of people will just have a new start whenever they go to a retreat, so that, you know, that's their memory. Hey, I started that one at that retreat, or I started this piece at that retreat. For me, I wanted something a little bit different. I wanted a little bit of a memory, but I didn't want, because obviously these full coverage pieces take forever to finish, especially me, because I have the attention span of a 5-year-old and I cannot stick with one project for very long. And so I wanted a piece where a section of it was dedicated to each retreat. So I picked Mini Meditation from Heaven and Earth Designs, and then I created a grid so that I could make it more into like a stained glass type of feel for it. And I was able to create sections, and each retreat that I go to, I stitch on a section. It's all ready to go for my next retreat. Here's how much I have so far, and I've gone to 1, 2, 3, 4 retreats so far. So 3 were local and 1 was Stitch North. So I'm going to be going to my 5th retreat, and here is the piece. So this is Mini Meditation. It's just such a joy to stitch on. It's so colorful and so much fun. And as you can see, the black lines represent, and then I've put in the month and the year and a couple of initials on which retreat it was. I have to finish putting those letters in, but here's my retreat piece is what I call it. I think I'll be doing a section here and a section here for this retreat here. It's just so much fun to work on. I really enjoy it. That way I don't have to take a bunch. I mean, I'll take a few pieces just to show people like to see what a full coverage, because a lot of the people that come there are not full coverage cross stitchers. So some really like to see full coverage in person. So I'll bring a few just to show, but I'll primarily be working on this, but I will bring my Canadian flag project as well to stitch on that for a little bit. But mostly I'll be working on this. And a lot of people warned me last year. They said, you're not going to get a lot of stitching done anyway. You're going to be having so much fun meeting new people, making friends, and talking a lot. All of that was true. But I also stitched. I also stitched a lot. And I'm very happy with that. And I don't know if this time is going to be the same. All I know is it's going to have a fantastic time, and I'm really looking forward to it. So there's one other thing that I want to share with you all. I'm so excited and just so grateful to say that I have reached 4,000 subscribers here on Flosstube, or I guess YouTube. So I really want to say thank you to you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for subscribing, watching, liking, and commenting on my videos. It means the world to me. I really, really appreciate it. So as part of my appreciation, I would like to offer some select individuals a prize, a gift from me to you. Now, I thought, what do I want to share? What can I give? And so I think the best thing for me to do would be to offer a gift card to Etsy. That way you can get whatever you want to your taste and liking. I'm going to do that. And also I spoke with my friend Kaylee, and I said I wanted to get a gift card from her shop. So I'm going to buy a gift card from her shop, and then she will send it to the lucky winner. So here's what I want to do. If you are interested and you would like to have your name entered in, I want to hear from you. So I'm just doing this on the fly. I haven't planned anything. I haven't thought ahead. We're going to just pick one word that I can use in my little search. There's an app that we use to, randomly select a winner. So I'm going to say the word is, gosh, I should have thought of this. Hang on, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay. So here it is. I was thinking, maybe I should ask you all to kind of comment and tell me about yourselves, your stitching, or tell me about why you love my stitching. So here's what it's going to be. My channel, I want to hear from you. Tell me what you love about my projects. Which of my projects do you love and why? So the word that we're going to use in the random selector is the word love. So tell me if you want to be selected for a prize as a thank you from me to you. Tell me which of my full coverage projects you love and have seen grow over the last few years, and tell me why you love that project. And I will be picking some names. I might have more than 2 prizes. I might have, you know, more to give away. So please, everybody, I love to hear from you. And if you don't want to win a prize, that's fine. Please still tell me why you love cross stitch. Why do you love full coverage? I'm looking forward to hearing from everybody. I really want to do this for you. I want to share and maybe give somebody the opportunity to get something off of Etsy that they've been like putting on their wish list. And this will be your chance. So thank you again to everyone. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what everyone has to say about their favorite projects that I work on, because I have my favorites. I like all of them. I love all of them. But there are some that I kind of sort of love a little bit more than the others. But I want to hear from you. So let's hear it. I think that is all I have to share with you for today. It is a bit longer video than normal, so sorry about that, but I had a lot to share. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I will have, maybe I'll do like a quick update when I return from the retreat, and then we'll continue stitching, and then in a couple weeks I'll do another video. But thank you so much for joining me here today. It has been so much fun, and I really hope you all get a chance to stitch, and if that is your passion, because it's fun. Have a wonderful day. Bye.